Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, this has been the best swing trading week in 2025. So in today's video, we are going to be talking to you guys about our entry, our exit, our stocks that we're holding, my thought process, all that good stuff, my full strategy. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading and how I find stocks and opportunity, my entries, exit strategies, if you want to invest in yourself, it's like a college class where we have quizzes, a final exam. Check out our school. It's fantastic. We have those private live streams. We have that group chat. We have quizzes, lectures, everything you guys need to take trading to that next level. And you guys can get 20% off by using code YouTube. Use code YouTube to get 20% off. Click that link down below, sign up, and I'll see you guys in there. All right, let's jump into this. So one of the most common questions that I get asked is, Carter, I want to be a swing trader. I want to turn $100 into $1 million. We all do. We all want to do that. Now, one of the things that I think a lot of new traders shouldn't do is that, fund that account, dive into swing trading and start making millions. No, you almost need to take a step back and focus on learning and education and paper trading, consume knowledge. Paper trading and just learning is probably one of the most important things you guys can do. And what I always say is, like, imagine a doctor going into a surgery without going to med school, right? It would be like a disaster. So being able to learn the markets will really just help separate you from, other traders. And I think that's what's very, very important, and after you guys learn and paper trade, then start small, try to grow that account. And I just think you'll be way better off doing that. All right, enough with that. I always want to get that out of my chest. So let's turn to the computer and see our more recent swing trade. So, all right, this past week here, we did take 3 positions. So for me, some of you might go, oh my God, you took 3. That is so many. And some of you might go, I buy 3 stocks every day. Like, that's nothing. So for me, I will always choose quality. I'm not a trader where I'm going to be buying 30 stocks, over the course of a week. Very rare do I go past 5. But this week here, we did get in on 3 positions, which honestly is good, right? We're up on all of them, which is even better. All right, so let's talk about RYAN, which is the biggest gain that we've seen here. So this past week here, our total profit is $2,488, and our average, profit here is pretty good here. So for me, we have 3 different types of strategies. Actually, we have a moving average strategy, we have a breakout, and then we have just pure sell-off on VU, which I took advantage of that. And also, guys, if you guys want this digital trading journal, I'll put a link to it down below. You get all this good stuff. The reason I love it is you guys can track what strategies is working well and target stocks that follow that. Also, you have your trade performance. So we're at 93% success rate, which is really, really good there. All right. So RYAN, why did we get in on it? So for me, trends. The first thing I looked at the stock, I saw this beautiful, beautiful upward trend. You guys will see the stock go from all the way over here at like $50 to $75. And then it sold off like 20% in about a month. So for me, I never get scared of sell-off, especially a stock, with an upward trend, because often it's just a matter of timing it to at least capture some of the momentum back. So now here, what we saw here is this great upward trend, sold off down to this red line. Now, the red line is what we call the 200-day moving average line. It acts as support, it acts as resistance, and it acts as trend indication. So you can just look at it and see the general trend of the stock. And what I mean by resistance is when the stock is below it, it just has a harder tendency of breaking above it. So it just acts as resistance. So now you're looking and you go, okay, right? You have that good upward trend, sold off down to the 200-day moving average line. So that's why you bought in. No, you want as many things in your favor as you can. Another thing that we saw was an RSI trading at about a 21, which the last time it was trading for a 21 was all the way back in mid or early 2023, back in here, right? This is where we saw the stock go from about 34 to about 42. in about a month. So it was a pretty undervalued spot for the stock in general. So now we go, okay, what do we have? We have a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to the support line. It's also an undervalued spot in the RSI. The next thing we do is we want to know the earnings. I never hold a stock through an earnings report. So given that the earnings is coming up here in the next couple of days, we're actually going to most likely get out of this position beforehand. So what do I plan on doing? Very simple, just sell it. Holding a stock through an earnings is literally a 50-50 chance of making money. So for me, yes, we could see this stock go up to 75. But on the flip side, we could see it go back down to 52. It's a very risky spot often for a stock. All right. So now after we know the earnings, the next spot that I always do, or the next thing I always do, is go to the hourly time frame. You guys can see as we zoom out, the stock had this really, really good downward trend where it hit this trend line, that 3 times, establishing resistance. So now what we did is we threw an alert. And you guys can even go back and watch our trading routine video where I actually threw an alert up here. The alert got set, we took an entry, and the stock just started squeezing its way up. Now, this is what we call a breakout approach. It's kind of a combination of an hourly breakout and a 200-day moving average play on the daily. So now looking at this, entering on that breakout, what we could do, let's go ahead and draw it out. So entering on that breakout, keeping our stop loss, right, just about 2% down for a possible push back up to, I was hoping like the $72 mark would give like a 7-to-1 risk and reward, which is astonishing. That's very, very good. So now looking at some other positions, you guys will notice a lot of them follow that same approach, right? Hourly, that hourly trend had this huge and steady downward trend. Okay. Great breakout, and the stocks rallied up. Looking at the daily, if we go to the EMA, instead of the 200-day moving average line, it used this red line, which is the 90-day moving average line, but it was also very undervalued on the RSI. Right, the last time I was trading for that spot on the RSI, we had these good little moves, so I felt very, very confident taking a nice little position here. So now we're just going to keep our stop loss near and around the 520 mark. Hopefully we can get a push up to like 530. Now, the last one here is VU, Vanguard S&P 500. You guys will notice that with our digital trading journal here, the strategy I wrote is sell off, right? If we go and we look at our weekly overview, our strategy I wrote down is sell off. Now, why? Very simple. We saw the general market get absolutely obliterated over the past couple of weeks here. We've seen these heavy resistance zones. You guys will see heavy resistance right up here. And then we have heavy support down here. Okay. So this is support and this is resistance. Let me make this a little smaller so you can see it a little better. So now, very simple, as the stock sold off to a support zone, pretty much got in, and it was very undervalued on the RSI on the daily here. So you guys can see it was also trading on that 90-day moving average line. So now we're hoping we can get some sort of breakout. If we can get a push up to like 550, I'll feel very confident taking profit there. But overall, this has been a fantastic week, and I'm very excited to see where next week takes us. I always strive myself to just continue to trade the absolute best of the best. But sometimes what I have a tendency of doing is when I take 3 really good trades in a row, I need to take a step back, right? And start small and not think I know everything and all that good stuff. I have to continue to be humble. The second you think you know everything about trading, that's the second the stock market takes something from you. So you just focus on quality. You focus on your checklist that you make, your approach, your strategies, making sure your entries and your risk management is very important. And that's what I strive for. So if you guys want to learn more, check out our school. And the broker I am using is Moomoo. So if you guys want to sign up, click that link down below, sign up with Moomoo. 20 free stocks just by signing up. Click that link, sign up with our school, code YouTube 20% off. But we'll see you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.